Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about the object position controls that appear on different objects. So in here we got some 3D objects in this scene. I'm going to insert a few more different objects here. Trying to decide what I want to insert here, but let's just insert let's say this barbecue, which is just a 2D symbol. I'm going to also insert 3D car. Places like so. Okay, so when you click on a, in this case, this is a 2D symbol. This is what the positioner will look like. Because it's 2D, there isn't any controls for adjusting it in the Z-axis, but you still got these positioners that let you move it around and you can reposition it. So if I had a line in here, just want to show you, I draw 10 units long, and I'm going to position this so it's at the start of the line. And then I'm going to rotate it just so the axis matches up at the other end of the line. And what I want to show you here is when you're grabbing these manipulators, drag it in the direction you want to go, and you can just click to position it, or if you want to go a specific distance, just type in the distance. So here I'm typing 10, and what's happened is that object in this case moved from here to there 10 units, and you can tell it's that line's 10 units long, and the symbol moved to the end of the line, which is what we were expecting. So that because this is a 2D symbol, it only has the rotation axes on the XY plane. That's just the way those work. But 3D objects, such as this car, when you click on it, you'll see here you can move it in all of the 3 different axes, but then you can also rotate it, around the other axes if you need. So you can adjust the pitch, roll, and yaw of that vehicle. And again, just like moving it by a specific distance, you can type in the angle for the rotation. So if I wanted to tilt it down 45 degrees, I can type 45, and I meant, sorry, I wanted to tilt the back down 45 degrees, which is what it did. And you can always, adjust it in the properties also if you want to. In this case, I'm just setting it back to 0. Sometimes you may not see the 3D object positioners, and that is sometimes happening if you've turned them off, and it won't happen on regular symbols or the protected symbols. Where you'll see that is currently just on the 3D body poser. So here on the 3D body poser, you can see I can move it in all the different axes. But when you go to hover over that option, it doesn't have the switch between the sketch grips and 3D positioner like the other models do. So what will happen sometimes is if you turn that off, so you switch to sketch grip. So this is the old method. Now when I click on the body poser, it doesn't have the positioner controls for moving it around. So the workaround is insert another object and switch the positioning controls, and then you'll have the positioning controls. Or a third workaround is type MS manipulator and set that to on, and that'll always force the 3D manipulators to show up on the different objects you pick on. So that's how the positioner works when you're working with objects.